Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies, and this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Break Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking. You slow down, it turns on. Break Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network in the Fishbowl. Want to give big shout outs to all our listeners out there. Tattoo Mark with the Tattoo Mark
Love
Foundation.
you,
John
Mark.
John Santo, a comedian, and he is a great impressionist out on Long Island. And Joe Gennaro, man. Joe, what's going on?
Natalie
and Alton
Brett's
Wells with Spokes for Hope, man.
Natalie Brett's on with the Green Star family.
Natalie Brett with the Green Star family. She didn't come up on my feed.
She's on mine.
She's on your feed. All right. Welcome, Laurie. Where are you? In Colorado?
Vegas, I am
Hawaii.
Upstairs today because I'm so busy. It's just crazy out here. Couple points, because I wish I had a button that I could press when you guys were talking about all that, because obviously insurance is very important. And I'm sorry that Glenn's not there, because I kind of actually have a question for him. But one of the situations I had this week, and I had it in Bentonville, Arkansas, which I think I got that because of the 99, is a guy bought a Honda CBR something. And he got a loan on it, and he got insurance, got on his phone, got insurance, but it didn't require him on his app to get full coverage. But he had a loan on it. And there's not any loan companies, Harley or any of them, that don't require you to keep full coverage.
Right. That's what I was trying to say with Glenn when they were talking about like people buying the bike. Like they kind of require like a minimal.
Yeah. Well, unless it was maybe it was a personal loan.
But no,
he has a loan with Honda.
Okay.
My point is that shame on the dealership for letting, because you have to provide what insurance you get.
Yep.
And the dealership just let him roll right off the lot with liability only, because now they had an insurance card. Someone didn't pay attention. Now he's had an accident, and the tow yard wants to be paid. And the lady, somebody that he's with called the tow yard, and they're like, oh, well, if you've got insurance will take care of it. No, if you have liability only, you're 100% on the hook.
You're just taking care of the car.
Getting it out of the tow yard. Now it's accruing fees, because within 24 to 48 hours, the police will release that bike. And now the tow yard is probably charging him between $15 and $20 a day.
That's where you get hit.
If not more.
And stuff. And this person is 45 years old. And what I'm saying is I'm not trying to age somebody, but at this point in our life, we should know better.
Yes.
We should know that if we have a loan on a vehicle that we are getting behind the wheel, that loan company, and I'm sure it's somewhere in the paperwork, and he's totally screwed. He doesn't have the money. So what happens in that situation now with medical bills and things like that? The guy's going to end up in bankruptcy court.
Now, this is in Arkansas?
Bentonville.
Or Kansas.
Well, I just gotta say enough said.
You're
No, just kidding.
so rude.
You know, the other one that I got this week was out, and this is where I'm really starting to enjoy. This one is from Stockdale, Texas. And he had an accident, got hit by an uninsured driver. He got hit in October of 2025. He had $50,000 underinsured because he got hit by an uninsured driver, but he went through that in 6 months.
Wow.
So when you're looking at getting underinsured and uninsured motorists, when I recommend to you $250,000, think of it as what is my salary per year times 2. So hypothetically, if you make up, 80 to 100 grand or whatever it is, think of it as I'm getting $250,000 that will get me through the next couple years.
Yeah.
It really is. Glenn is right. You got to give up Taco Bell. I say keep Taco Bell, give up the frickin' Starbucks.
Yeah.
And
like you said, before you throw your leg over that bike.
Yeah. Give up DoorDash, and get up off your butt and go get your food.
Another big responsibility, it's not just the rider. You have to be responsible for people that go on behind you. Like, because I mean, I'm not talking about like everybody, but I mean, even me growing up. Oh, I want to ride on the back of the bike. If you're going to go out like Burgess, all those bike rallies, you're going to pick up those, make sure you're insured and make sure you have insurance or I mean, you're better at talking about this than I am. Making sure that passenger has something or before
passengers are the most innocent victim out of any crash.
A few friends to being passengers.
Yeah. What did I say a few weeks ago? If you met him at a biker bar and he wants to go for a ride, he can pick you up tomorrow.
But here's another thing that just sparked my memory is, every time I get out on my bike, my grandkids are like, "Oh, can I get a ride? Can I get a ride? Could you take me down the block? Can you take me down the block?" I'm going slow, but say another driver hits me, or say I hit some leaves or oil.
Here's the next one.
Even at 30 miles an hour, and my grandkids are small, 10 years old, they're going to get hurt.
Okay, but here's the next one. Seminole, Oklahoma. Guy is a mile from home, going 15 miles per hour, 19 years old, and gets hit by a truck going 75 miles per hour, and he's uninsured, and the 19-year-old died on the bike, less than a mile from home.
Wow.
I have a child.
Sadly, the realities. I was going to talk about this one. I got a call last night, and I started crying. Michigan rider, very responsible, left his children life insurance. But he died. He misnavigated a turn. And the family, in lieu of flowers, has chosen BikerDown, saying, help. He would want bike. We're fine. We have the kids have life insurance. He had plenty of assets. But they reached out to BikerDown. So we created a in memory of fund so that the family can track the donation. So you're not just sending a donation to BikerDown. So I'm not trying to solicit anybody that's going through a very traumatic time. But flowers die. And making a donation to an organization that a biker that passed, something that will pay it forward for future riders. And we would be happy to set that up for anybody. In reference to the e-bikes, I don't know if you guys saw this. It may have made national news, but we had an e-bike riders that hit a truck up in Aurora. And the driver got out to see if the e-bike rider was okay. And his other rider that was riding one of the e-bikes came up and they beat the shit out of this guy. And he didn't cause the problem. What happened is he was riding, the e-bike rider came out and went down on his bike. He never made contact, but the driver naturally got out to see if the guy was okay. The guy beat the absolute tar out of this guy, and then they took off. By the grace of God, somebody turned him in. But
that
what
happens in Texas a lot. There'd be like a bunch of like I don't want to say bikers or crotchrockers, whatever the category.
You can call them little shitheads because I really don't care what they're riding.
Dude. Yeah, and they get I'm gonna tell you what, I'd beat your ass too.
You see it. You see it a lot. You see it on the news. You see these takeovers. You see these little e-bikes and dirt bike takeovers.
That's why I roll packing, baby.
You know, and it's you know, one of these kids are gonna just mess with the wrong person. And like you said, packing. Here in Texas, we don't play. You're threatening. You're threatening my family. You're threatening my kids. You come up on me. You know,
I have to tell you a funny story about that though, because this is back in the 80s, and my Italian stepfather moved down with my mom, and so my dad came from an old neighborhood where if you got into a problem with somebody, you went to fists. You know, you fought, and then it was done. So he gets down to Texas, and they live in Houston, and this guy cuts my dad off. So my dad is driving by him and flips him off, says pull over and everything else. So my dad gets out of the car to go to the guy's truck and knocks on the window, and the guy takes his gun and goes, "What can I do for you?" And my dad goes, "I just wanted to tell you to have a good day."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done the fake reach to the glove compartment just to people. I'm like, "Oh yeah, bitch." And then they just back off.
Was Mr.
I really don't have it with me.
I just wanted to tell you to have a nice day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a love that I will always have for Texas.
Well, that's why burglaries are so down in Texas. Nobody's breaking in anybody's house here in Texas, especially at night, man, because
the most we have is road rage. That's what our biggest problem is, road rage.
You don't hear that click click.
Yeah.
I got
that'd make a great doorbell.
Yeah, click click. That's it. They're more scared. They're more scared of you cracking that shotgun than the bullet that's going to come through it, or the round that's going to come through the door. They hear that you rack that shotgun. They're already halfway across your lawn and down the block.
If my front sign that says "Go away" doesn't give you a warning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, this isn't packed with 3 pit bulls like that, but we actually fenced in our front yard. You know, because we were having such a problem, and I don't want to get too vocal about why we had the problem, but we were getting a lot of people that were not from this country, and you'd find them just walking down our very quiet street. And my husband got really nervous, and then we had somebody case our house, or was casing the subdivision, and actually had a Tide Pod in their hand, jumped over the fence that we had, and so I had a doggy door for the front yard, and they were actually trying to come in the house.
Wow.
And stuff. So well, I am not your gun gal. I'll beat you up with a baseball bat gal. But my point is that we now fenced in our whole front yard. So people really, when they come to my house, can't figure out how to get in my house.
See, I got the invisible fence on my front. Yeah. So I let the pit bulls out in the front, and they're like, "Oh," and they just lay there.
Yeah.
Walk
Make
by.
my day.
I'm like, just step in these yards.
Okay, on a positive note, we are halfway through Distracted Driving Month, and we are gearing up for Motorcycle Awareness Month in May. And I have these wonderful raffle tickets.
Oh, hold on. I got your bring up the prizes. Good.
Yeah, well, I'm going to actually show you because they arrived today.
Oh, so, I'm bringing up your flyer.
Yeah. So everybody, you can, I put the link on the comments. You can go on PayPal. They're $10 a piece. 100% of that goes. You do not have to be present to win. But if everybody listening or everyone within the sound of my voice would buy a ticket or two, I wanted to show you. Remember when we had the custom, oh my God, Courtney on that makes the stuff? And I told you guys that I had given her some shirts. So she took this denim t-shirt, our shirt that Chomper had, and as you can see, that was the original shirt.
We're
and
slightly
delayed, but I will... this amazing duffel bag.
Oh, I see now.
Can you find it? Did I put it on there?
There it is. No, it's on there. Now I can see it.
It should be.
We're slightly delayed. I see you having it now. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So this bag, if you bought it from her, would probably be about $700 or $800.
Yeah, it's like a denim with am I assuming like black leather on the top?
Yep.
Yeah, I
So
love
what's
that.
beautiful about it is not only am I really proud that she's doing this for Biker Down and she created stuff for us, but
Great
anyone that has a military jacket, has something that's very memorable to maybe someone that's passed or a wedding anniversary or something like that, she can create
Right.
just the
No, I
most.
remember now.
Yes,
Yes, I
she can
remember.
just create. But this was just a denim T-shirt that Chomper couldn't wear anymore. So hold on, we got more.
That looks like it fits right inside the saddlebag.
No, it looks like it belongs in my house.
Well, true, but it looks like you could pack it and put it in the saddlebag. It looks like that size.
So look at this one. This is the backpack. And this was
Where's
one of
Glenn?
Chomper's.
The money.
This was one of Chomper's black shirts. She took a leather vest in the front and has a pocket, has 2 water bottles and stuff. So these are all part of that raffle that we want. $10
nice.
a ticket. This is just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that's nice.
We gotta tag Tigger in that one. That's totally a Tigger.
Here we get to the really cool thing for all you Texas gun enthusiasts.
I just saw you slip your hand in there.
Oh, yeah. So
Yes.
this was this man's shirt. And she quilted all of it. She put a chain on it. You can, do what you guys do with these things. You can put your ammo, a handgun, and this thing is just like Chomper said, you can get ready to put that in the house too. But
wow, that's
he
nice.
just does amazing
I like
work.
the chain handle on that.
Yeah, I mean it's really just stunning. And again, it was made from a shirt that Chomper couldn't wear anymore. So I took an $85 shirt and repurposed it, and it's just stunning. And she did all the quilting. And then last but not least, for the ladies, I have 2 purses, but I don't have the other one with me.
I mean, I'd take that too.
Yeah. This was just your typical Harley, standard Harley shirt that people do. And she made just this beautiful purse. And inside, it's got the Harley label and stuff like that. So all of these things are on there. And then I'm going to include 2 custom hat experiences that if anybody wants a custom hat, I took this blue hat and I spray painted it with black. And so I can put branding on it and everything. So my point is we've got some really great items. We need the help. I don't know how to say it. We need the help. Over the past 3 weeks, we've, through our BD Fund Me, our fundraising system, we've distributed out over $25,000 to accident victims. So if anybody needs to do a fundraiser, you've been in an accident, even if you're a biker and you have a medical condition or something like that, we will allow you to use our BD Fund Me. We can't waive the credit card processing, but $10 a ticket makes a huge difference. So go to that link. You can buy more tickets if you want, and you do not need to be present to win. We will ship it. And last but not least, I took a tally. We've raised in the past 2 years over $750,000 through our BD Fund Me system for people that have been in an accident. Now, I didn't do it. It's based on how much they share it, but we've given, think of what that kind of credit card processing going to other more high profile people that are just going to chew the fees.
Yeah, all the hidden fees that for these nonprofits and stuff, it really kills them sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of those big name ones that you automatically want to go to, they have hidden fees.
Mm-hmm.
They don't realize you're paying 30 cents per credit card transaction. You're getting charged 8.5 credit card processing fees by the time that they're done. And you take someone that raised $2,000 and take out 8%, that's $160 that they, but then you see the ones that raise 20, 30,000, that's thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Even your dogs aren't happy with it.
They're not happy with it.
Your dogs aren't even happy with that.
I'm telling you.
Is he?
Well, no, I think my husband is getting ready to come in, so they want to. But anyway, we just want to tell everybody, please go to the BikerDown app. You can get it on Android or Google Play Store. We can you can do a help request in real time. You can do report an accident in real time. We've got the break free resource. To buy that break free, you can get $20 off if you buy it through our affiliate program. We have motorcycle towers. And we ask everybody, if you don't want to buy a raffle ticket, go on BikerDown.org and go to our store, buy a trauma pack, something you really need. Mother's Day's coming up, Father's Day's coming up. We've got great things, the gloves, you know how you love those gloves. But please buy a raffle ticket and support injured motorcycle riders. We really could use the help this year.
Well, Laurie, I'm totally because the Battling Betties do a lot of events that involve motorcycles. So that's why I reached out to you today to make sure it was okay. And Biker Down is a proud supporter of the Battling Betties because I want our events to be safe. So we're going to support the Biker Down with our Battling Betties because we want to make sure that everybody that comes to our events are aware as well. So I love that.
I'd be happy to send you a little swag box filled with some swag and stickers and the in case of emergency cards, t-shirts, whatever you want. I'd be more than happy. But more importantly, I would like to come in June. And this is a year and a half we've been on here. I want to get made up as a Battling Betty.
Betty makeover.
Do a makeover. I thought that would be really great content.
I said I would make up an event if she was coming down here.
All right, we'll get one. We got something going on in June. I'm sure we do.
We're talking the second, not the first weekend, but we would definitely love to do that. And I'd love to come on live and get to spend the 2 hours with you guys. You guys mean a tremendous. Oh, and guess what? You know this. We haven't talked about it. But High Seas Rally is no more.
Right.
I did see that.
Yeah. And just in case anybody listening has ever cruised the High Seas Rally, our group, High Seas Rally Cruisers, we have decided we're cruising anyway. So we're still going to go on Allure of the Seas November 1st through the 8th. John, you would have points through your gambling through Royal Caribbean. Yep. You can really get a phenomenal deal. And what I'm gaining at is that if we can keep the group together, what I'm planning is doing a complete going back to the basics that everybody wants and doing a cruise for charities for 2027. So we just want to keep the group together. We're sad to lose them, but they just sadly price themselves out of that market. And so we won't have all the private pools and bands and bike builders and all that.
Like-minded people together. I mean, really, everybody's having their own party together.
It's more about the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, and everybody.
Yeah, and all we got to do is take over an adult pool and bring a boombox.
I'll get there early.
We can still have our belly flop contest and we can still throw out prizes. Absolutely. And if we all get at the same eating times, we can all still dine together.
Yeah.
And, so
we're on a cruise. It's the same.
Be careful what you ask for. We got it. We're back to the basics, but we don't want to lose. We've got almost 3,000 people on that group that love to cruise. They love the biker community. And let's have our own
cruise peoples. I mean, it just happened to be with the cruise lines. It wasn't like there wasn't enough people. I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I mean, everybody still wants to come together, and that's what it is. But
listen, they were running a business. They were on that ship a week before. They had 50 people that were staff, bringing the music in, doing the sound checks, doing all the papering of the ship with their logos and everything else. They had a lot of overhead, but we could ask one builder and one sponsor, and I'm not saying Glenn, but I'm just using it as an example. We could ask Glenn to help us get a bike, get a builder to build a bike, give one bike away, give that towards dialysis, and we don't have to put the bike on the ship. The bike can be waiting at port.
Right.
There's things that we can do. And so let's go back to the beginning, and I want the 99 to be a part of it. And we'll figure it out and we'll have a great time. I'm actually thinking an adult cruise on either Virgin or and I hate to say Carnival, but they have adult cruises for Carnival. And to be honest with you, I'd go back to Margaritaville in a New York minute. I had a blast on Margaritaville, and then we could have military people. Maybe
the alley. I don't know what cruise it is.
All right, we'll have to talk about that. We will continue that conversation, Laurie. I want to thank you.
How many tickets am I getting from you?
Huh?
Oh,
How many tickets?
What for the raffle?
He's got for the raffle.
Oh
or
yeah.
The cruise?
We'll
talk.
We'll buy some tickets.
Okay.
You know we'll buy some tickets.
I know. All right. Love you guys.
All right. Love you too. Talk to you later. Laurie Montoya with BikerDown, man.